Senator John Kennedy didn't just go off. He served the truth raw and unfiltered. And this time, even the sheep felt it. You guys gotta check this video out.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in Republican Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana. Sir, thanks for being with us this morning. It's wonderful to see you. You might not know this, but Democrats are not thrilled with the latest move. Take a listen to a few of them. I want to get your response.
All of the violence and the escalation is core to the Trump administration's authoritarian playbook. They are being met with tear gas and rubber bullets from this unconstitutional, unlawful administration.
If one wants to fix the immigration laws, which they should be fixed, fix the immigration laws. Don't arrest workers. And what Donald Trump is doing is the fear of America, not the promise of America.
The fear of America. What do you have to say, sir?
Well, number one, I think all those people need to pop a Zoloft and relax a little bit. Number two, I don't think this situation is especially complicated. You don't need to be a ass.
Guys, really quick, I'm sorry to pause it. The real fear of America is pretending that chaos is actually real. The promise of America is law and order, and obeying the law. And John Fetterman is finally calling out the madness, guys. You guys gotta check this video out. Make sure you're liking the video right now and subscribe if you are new. Let's keep going.
Astrophysicist to figure it out. We've got a wolf problem in Los Angeles. They're not peaceful protesters, they're wolves. They're hurting people. They're destroying property. So you say, well, where's the governor? Well, the governor is a sheep. He'll tell you, I'm a sheep. He's a sheep in sheep's clothing. He thinks cops are a bigger problem than criminals. So then you say, well, where's the mayor of Los Angeles? Maybe she can stop it. Well, she's a sheep too. More sheep is not going to solve the wolf problem. So the federal government sent in troops, and we're stopping the wolf problem. Last night was a better night, and tonight will be better still. It's not hard to figure out to me, and I think this is what I think most Americans are looking at this and going, stop the wolves. And a lot of them are thinking, you know, nobody's talking about it, but who's going to pay for all this? You know, who's going to pay for all this destruction? Are we going to get the bill? That's the way I see it.
You know, Senator, it would seem that not.
Senator Kennedy hit the nail right on the head, man. More sheep is not going to stop the wolf problem. You know, you're just feeding into madness, and weak leaders won't fix a problem, man. That's why Trump sent in the muscle. If you guys haven't been paying attention to what's actually going on.
All Democrats are in the same boat, the MS outrage. Listen to what Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania said about this. He said, quote, I unapologetically stand for free speech, peaceful demonstrations, and immigration, but this is not that. This is anarchy and true chaos. My party loses the moral high ground when we refuse to condemn setting cars on fire, destroying buildings, and assaulting law enforcement. And now Democrats are calling for demonstrations across the country. It almost looks like they're looking for a repeat of the Summer of Love from 2020.
Yeah. Well, I think Senator Fetterman has given us some wise advice. We ought to take it. Number two, my Democratic colleagues have a game plan. I don't think it's a very good one, but it's the same game plan we've seen forever. President Trump is a dictator. He's trying to destroy democracy. Now he's trying to take over our cities. And they're trying to convince the American people that that's true. There's just one problem. The American people can see what's going on. It's just like they could see that President Biden had neurodegenerative disease. They can see the riots in Los Angeles. So when the Democrats try to tell them not to believe their lying eyes, nobody believes them. I mean, I think they ought to get a new strategy here. Yeah. But aside from the politics, Los Angeles is one of the greatest cities in the world. We shouldn't stand by and let the wolves destroy it or devour it.
Sir, I had...
So really quick, guys, what Kennedy is about to say, I will answer to you right now. He's going to say, who's paying for all this? All this destruction, all this chaos while they march and chant and hope people care, right? Who's going to pay for all this? The answer is the bill is going to arrive in your mailbox, right? While they do all this, Kennedy's asking what none of the other people will, right? The bill's going to land in your mailbox. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's just the truth of the matter. Everything that's going on, they're going to have to pay for. We're going to have to pay for, illegal or legal. We're going to have to pay for this. And they think this is actually making a difference. You can't sit there and wave a flag, and hope that people, a whole country, other flag too, by the way, and hope that people are going to care for you. You just can't do that, man. You broke the law getting here. What do you think is going to happen? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let's keep going.
DHS spokesperson on John's show yesterday. Take a listen. Can you tell us anything about numbers? How many people? What are the crowds like on both sides?
We know last night it was about 6,000 protesters or 6,000 rioters. We're still monitoring the situation today. We have more resources on the ground to ensure that things are peaceful, that American citizens are safe, and that our ICE enforcement officers and the National Guard on the ground are as well safe.
Okay, so if there's 6,000 people roughly at any given time out there on the streets, and we are seeing the level of chaos and destruction and violence that we have been showing on our screen this morning, it doesn't really lend itself to this narrative that most of the folks out there are peaceful.
Well, they're not peaceful. I mean, you can see it. I see what you see. The American people see what we both see. They see wolves acting like wolves, and they see sheep like Governor Newsom and Mayor Bass telling the wolves, please stop it.
Kennedy sees right through the BS. These aren't peaceful protests. This is open destruction, and sheep don't stop chaos. They just don't. Everybody knows that. Let's keep going, guys.
You know, please stop it. Well, the wolves aren't going to stop. And you see the American taxpayer and the good people of California, they're going, the wolves are taking over. Now, who am I going to call? Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, or a Marine? The good people of Los Angeles are saying, I think I'll take door number 3.
Yeah.
And
well,
so, you know, it's not complicated.
Yeah, I was just going to say the district attorney for Los Angeles County, Nathan Hochman, who was on Fox and Friends just a little while ago, says he's going to prosecute these folks to the fullest extent.
And justice isn't complicated, guys. You break a city down, you pay with the maximum amount of time that you deserve. Kennedy laid it out plain and simple. You're either with law and order or you're against it. It's simple. You guys are against it. I'm looking at Kennedy, man. This guy really needs to sit there and be a part of Trump's cabinet, man. He's telling you guys exactly how it is. You know, do you want to be with the wolves or do you want to stop all of this going on?
Of the law. But some of these people we see hurling bricks at officers from overpasses or throwing them at cars as they're passing by. And there are plenty of democratic countries in this world that I can think of where doing something like that, Senator, would get you shot. So there would seem to be a fair degree of restraint being practiced by these officers and these National Guard soldiers.
Well, I don't think we ought to shoot them unless they try to hurt somebody, but I think we ought to put them in jail and give them a long time to think about what they did. And that's the next step. You make a good point, John. You can't just let these folks go. They've got to be prosecuted. And, you know, what you allow is what will continue. Honestly, to me, this is not a complicated situation. It's about law and it's about order. You either support law and order and justice, because without order there is no justice, or you support the wolves. I'm on the side of justice.
They called Trump a dictator for protecting the cities while they let wolves roam free. And Kennedy just exposed the playbook, and we're finally realizing it. We're done pretending that we don't see it. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and as always, let me know what to react to. We're out.